This is Doom Eternal. We're on Xbox Series X, and the game is now optimized for next gen. So what are we getting? 3 absolutely spectacular modes. And you're kind of wondering, well, which mode are we on right now? We're on the ray tracing mode. So if we actually go to the shotgun here, you can see the reflections of things behind you kind of bouncing off the shotgun. And of course, you know, reflections of the Doom guy, the Slayer, kind of in things. That's pretty cool. And the puddles of blood are ray trace reflecting. It's crazy. It is absolutely nuts. So the 3 modes we get here, and you get to choose right off the bat, but you can go to video at any point. You get ray tracing, balanced, and 120 FPS. We're going to be showing them off and talking about them, and you can switch between them on the fly. So the ray tracing mode is running at 1800p at 60 FPS, all dynamic resolution scaling. Performance mode is 1800p at 120 FPS, and the balance mode is that beautiful 4K at 60 FPS. You get HDR10 in any of the graphics modes, and you also get ultra quality style graphics settings available within the game. So notice here, reflections gone, kind of just shimmering of the gun. And yeah, it's that kind of awesome Doom action that you are maybe used to, because this game is just bloody brilliant. And the way that they're able to push this much on consoles is just absolutely phenomenal. Like, this looks incredible. I mean, it did before, but it's amazing. So there's also cross-gen battle mode support with Xbox One, and variable refresh rates and variable rate shading. So that's kind of a little bit of everything. They kind of hit the holy grail of, oh my god, this looks amazing to the max, and this is absolutely incredible. But yeah, you just kind of switch between them, and I'm gonna show off the 120 FPS option. I might actually do like a 3-way split so somebody can, you can see them in action if somebody would want to see that, I guess. But anyways, so 120 FPS, obviously YouTube doesn't support 120. I can't record at 120, but I am playing at it and kind of talking about it, and hopefully you get maybe like a, I don't know what I would call it, but super sampled frame rate kind of showcase here. But it feels phenomenal to be playing at 120 FPS. Like, it is just next level smoothness and fluidity here. It looks just absolutely like amazing. I don't know, like, I mean, the game in general looks amazing, but the fluidity just feels so good, so great. And this is always kind of my like show off spot. I don't know if you've seen me kind of do Doom in the past, but you know, this is kind of just a great spot to be like, hey, here's some enemies that we can smash and beat down and have a good time with. So that's kind of why I like showing that off. Well, let's go back to the ray tracing and kind of see how that impacts certain elements of the environment. It's just absolutely amazing that they were able to, achieve this, really. It's just such a testament to the incredible engine at play here. And I'm trying to think of what else I want to use weapon-wise. Ballista plasma rifle? Maybe the plasma rifle would be fun. But yeah, this game is absolutely incredible. If you have not played Doom Eternal, you are missing out. It is fast-paced. It is action-packed. There's some intense DLC that we'll be doing streams for now that I've got this update kind of going, because that'll be fun. But yeah, it's just absolutely incredible gameplay-wise. It's continuing off the Doom 2016 by basically expanding the scope and the setting of the experience, heading to a completely messed up Earth where you're fighting against like these gods, basically, alongside like the demon monsters. You're killing these, old kind of specific guardian type things and causing mayhem and destruction. And the levels, while linear, do give you a sense of open freedom as you go through them and explore the different things in the environment. You can go back through them too, like I'm doing now, and you can kind of explore different paths and routes. So there is a level of replayability. Now, the game also does have this mode where it's like a bit of a battle mode for multiplayer. It really isn't my sort of thing. I wasn't huge on it. But you know, that option's obviously there too if you want to go and experience like a competitive thing where it's like a couple of demons taking on the Doom Slayer. I mean, the concept I guess is interesting, but it's definitely not the multiplayer that I fell in love with the Doom 2016 release, because that multiplayer is awesome, truly. But anyways, this one, phenomenally great game, and I mean, it's just fantastic, right? Like, oh, and you can go back and you get, like, you know, after you've got all your weapons, and you can kind of just decimate opponents, if that makes sense. Well, usually decimate them. I guess it depends on what you're going up against. You got a Marauder or something, that's going to be a problem. I love the pinky guys. They're great. But, yeah, this game is just gnarly to the highest degree and such a lot of fun. There is, like, an element of, I guess you could say, environmental puzzle solving, I suppose. You're kind of in how you traverse certain areas, and then there's lots of hidden secrets. Oh, and this thing is so funny, the corrupted AI or whatever. Just hilarious. Yeah, I always find that funny. You know, the demons doing demon things, and you get such a range of quirky, weird environments. I guess this one would look really cool, like this room here, with the ray tracing effect on. So it seems like the ray tracing is definitely more reflection based on this particular experience. Ugh. But it still looks, you know, absolutely so cool having that, like, technical detail. And the fact that they can pull off this kind of, like, resolution quality while doing ray tracing, they are just absolutely amazing with their engine. Like, seriously, it is crazy. And I know we should talk about other stuff too, but I am mostly focused on, with this particular review, talking about, you know, the improvement in visual improvements to it, because that's a big part of this optimization, is making this game extra intense. But like I said, you know, you've got just a great story that you can just tear through. You can just, like, rip your teeth into, and, you know, you feel the intense adrenaline of having to basically just fight, and it's like exhausting. I know that sounds weird. It's thrilling, but it's also exhausting. I felt very tired playing this game, like, working through the story, because it's just kind of, like, really pushes you, if that makes sense. Like, you gotta keep fighting through these different rooms and environments, and you can feel that sense of, wow, you know, there's lots of enemies, and battling, and battling, and battling, and it's just absolutely intense. But with that, we're gonna switch to a different level, because this one's cool, but I don't want to show off too much of a specific area in case this is your first time playing. So the game also loads way faster too, and then you get this cool hub area. If you've never seen it, it's like, I think it's the Temple of Doom or something like that. But this is where you can find collectibles. There's like a hidden Doom thing underneath, like little Doom games, and, you know, little hidden secrets. And you can also, you know, kind of collectibles, and there's like suits you can get because you unlock these special items, and then you can get different suits. I mean, obviously, I'm rocking the, you know, I'm kind of rocking the classic Doom suit, as you were seeing, but you can see all of the different levels and stuff. I don't know, Doom Hunter Base, Super Gorness, Mars Complex. Oh, the Mars level is so cool. Yeah, there's a lot. Let's do the Mars one. The Mars one's really awesome, but you can also see the loading here, just how quick it is to get into a level, and then it's just like this streamlined sort of system setup. Yeah. This is where humanity is just like losing it all, and then he just comes in and he's like, oh, I don't give a damn. He's so awesome. But yeah, this ultra quality style graphics, just amazing, just crazy. So all resolutions are dynamic resolution scaling enabled, so they will kind of keep your frame rate and stuff going. Balanced and performance modes not available with ray tracing. Yep, and that's kind of the gist of that. I think we've covered all of the visual elements of it, but yeah, I just love how he comes in here and he just like puts on the key card, and he's just like, oh yeah, and he's like, hey, I need this weapon. Like, it just kind of shows off exactly how menacing this character is to other people. He just picks it up, he's like, oh, okay man, you go do you. That's a big gun.
Warning, BFG 10,000 is firing.
It's a very important defensive post, as you can tell. But yeah, this is just a great game. And if you want more of it, there's the 2 DLC things that are just intense. But yeah, you can have a grand time sort of working through here, ripping demons apart, you know, just having a blast. Like, it's super gory, it's intense, you know, nothing's held back. There are secrets to find, lots of cool spots, and it just looks kind of amazing. Look at that classic Doomslayer guy ready to... Oh, Doom guy does not mess around. He causes absolute destruction and carnage everywhere. It's a really great game. So I want to show off, hopefully we can come across some enemies here with the shotgun. Because you should be able to kind of see, like, enemies behind me, if that makes sense to a degree with this thing. Like, I'm trying to get them in the viewfinder of this. Anyways. Oh, wait a sec, yeah. Let me go to video mode, ray tracing. Oh yeah, we're on ray tracing. Let's do a little bit more of the 120 FPS so you can see the difference there. But this feels so great. Look at this intense action.
Warning, BFG 10,000 is firing.
I don't know why we need to get warnings all the time. We get it, it's a really big gun. Look at the gore, the intensity. I mean, there's also like a bit of a story going on here, and there's like data pad things you can collect, and you know, there's stuff that kind of gives you even more context to what's going on here. But it's just, it's pretty intense of a game. Oh, we don't have any BFG ammo? That's lame.
Warning, Slayer threat level at maximum.
Oh, what happened to the second half of your body? Yeah. But every single room is also like a bit of a puzzle, just in terms of like the enemies you have to battle and what you have to do in it. Now, I will say I wasn't a fan of the Marauders in this game. They feel a little out of place, you know, combat-wise. They don't flow as well as the other creatures do. But, you know, I guess some people find them to be a really good challenge, so that's, you know, respectable. But, yeah, it just really wasn't my type of thing, those characters. It's just kind of nuts here that they were able to deliver such a phenomenally upgraded Doom experience. I mean, the 120 is just like on another level of absolute insanity for them to achieve. This whole thing is just like a big technical achievement, and I can't wait to see, you know, what they do next. I guess just like coming off of this not even being a next gen game and having it like look this phenomenal, A, last gen, and B, now this optimization looking even more nuts is just absolutely cool. Ow. I'm trying to get the one up there. Oh, and you just gotta keep fighting in order to keep your, like, you know, stats up and stuff. Keep meleeing, keep causing destruction. See, like, there's little rooms of creativity and finding secrets. Should we do the, oh, we should do this gun or not? You know, you usually get, like, second-rate fire modes, too. Oh, you gotta be careful. Some enemies are, a little bit tougher with the goo stuff. Sometimes you just gotta keep the pressure on as well. And they give you so many nice movement options. Ugh. Great executions. And while you might think that it could get repetitive after a while with those things, it doesn't. Oh, I actually got eaten there? Oh no, I have the extra life. I'm good. I think we grab that extra life, am I right? So many awesome ways for combat and movement. Like, this whole game, just what a treat visually and in terms of scale and then story-wise. They certainly hit the mark here, and I hope you've been enjoying seeing a mix of these different, you know, visual options at play here, one after another, because this does look just absolutely great. BFG firing. Yeah, BFG is always going off. It makes everything look all green and intense. Like, this game is just nuts. And if you're a Doom fan, you're just gonna be like, oh wow, this is amazing. But seriously though, if you haven't played the Doom 2016 either, I think that one definitely is a perfect lead into this one. Obviously, story-wise, continuity-wise, but you know, it's worth checking out that one too if you've been curious. I do highly suggest that as well. But this one hits the mark as well as just being absolutely great. I'll switch over to the, no, not the colorblind mode. Ray tracing. very exciting to get a ray tracing option. Especially at that kind of resolution quality. You don't normally get that. Ooh, ah, beautiful. That's crazy. Let's see what else we got here. Shotgun. I think this one gives you that. You always gotta keep moving too. You can't just like stop and shoot things, otherwise you start dying. And they throw more enemies at you. It's like they're giving her all she's got out there or something. And you're just like, I ain't got time for this. Oh, these guys are kind of annoying because they're like shielded. Just gotta keep firing away, causing destruction. But yeah, those marauders are like a next level of annoyance. Who knows what else they'll throw at you, but this is really Doom Eternal. I mean, I'm kind of giving you context into it. It feels phenomenal. It's a blast. It looks just amazing, and it's better than ever with this optimization. Like, just so goddamn smooth. I don't know how they did it. I really don't know, but it's certainly a worthwhile time. Ow!